knee strikes. Knee strikes are just shorter version of kicks. If I kick front kick, it will look like this. If I strike knee strike, it will look like this. See? Same rhetoric. Same with round kick. If I kick round kick, I can also kick just round knee strike. It will look the same. So we have long range and we have short range. The movement is the same. So we have two kinds of knee strikes. We have the frontal knee strike, where the pelvis doesn't rotate and we strike forward, and we have the round knee strike, where the pelvis rotates and we strike with a round movement. These are the basics of knee strikes. So let's talk about the forward knee strike. The forward knee strike, by its name, is like the shortened version of the forward kick. We strike with the pelvis pointing to the target, and all we do is thrusting the knee into the opponent. We hit with the knee itself, with the joint area of the knee, kfir, and we want to thrust the knee through him. So it's not like, okay, I'm just touching him. No, I'm touching and see, I'm pushing into. So the basic movement isn't like this, but as if I'm kicking the snap front kick. I want to thrust the knee through him. The basic drill to practice the frontal knee strike is just bringing your knee up and making the basic movement. And yes, use the arm movement. Why? Because usually you want to strike it with contra. See, I'm thrusting this part, the knee joint, into the target. You can use a friend or a wall to do it in the air. I'm standing one leg forward, one leg backwards, and I'm striking. Now, I switch my legs. Switch legs again. Right knee to the ground, backward with the left leg, and left knee. Down to the ground, back with the right leg and right knee again. Of course, you can do it fast. The faster you do it, it becomes also aerobic drill, and it looks like this. So I'm giving this contra movement, and I do jumping. Like here, I switch the legs in the air. And of course, you can use a friend using pads, and then you can strike him. Be gentle. I'm not thrusting it in full power. You need bigger pads for that. Those are the basic drills. Let's talk about applications. Well, the basic application is of course thrusting the knee through him. It's very painful without pads. You can do of course jumping knee strike. Very powerful, very useful. Also from short range. You do it heavy, you actually work with a chain reaction into your knee. Very short, very powerful wave that strikes. Where do we want to strike? Of course it goes together with applications. We strike the thigh, we want to give him peg leg just like with low kick. We strike the knee. We strike every soft tissue we can. Here into the ribs, here into the belly. If his head is low, I can strike his head. I can strike everywhere. The most dangerous usage you can do with a forward knee strike is striking his sternum. Be careful. When you strike his sternum, you push it into his heart. And if the heart gets hit with this kind of strike, it's very dangerous. It can cause an heart attack or heart arrest and kill the person. You don't want to do it. So if you do this and you push yourself inside into his sternum with a lot of power behind it, it's very dangerous. So also know what not to do. The second type is a round knee strike, and this is the shortened version of the round kick. So we do this round movement. What are we aiming with is this part of the knee. It's not the joint itself as was with the forward knee strike, but the muscle area just above the joint. And we strike it with like it's a blunt weapon. So we use ground rotational momentum, of course. The very basic is if I strike his groin, so it's down upwards, it's round movement. It's not forward thrusting, it's just round movement, down up. This is the classical knee strike to the groin. What else? Of course, from his back. I want to make him buckling, his leg buckling. So just go through him. See, it's round movement. Same to the back, to his spine. Very dangerous to the spine. Don't do it if you don't want to cause damage. Lot of use here to his face when his head is low. This is a round kick. This is like 45 degrees kick. So this is a round knee. See? It's not here. It's here. Of course you can strike it with a jump. So you can do just this, for example. I jump to his head. If he pushes me down, I can just switch the direction, and when I'm coming up with my knee. This is round knee. Of course I can use the same movement for breaking his elbow. It works very good, very easily. Of course his chest, striking here. You don't have to strike with the back leg. I can strike with my forward. You see, like the 45 degrees kick that going outwards. Same. This is the kick. This is the knee. I point outside. And this is again useful when he grabs me in a clinch. We are in a clinch. I can strike, I can strike my way out using almost only knee strikes. So the basic drill is very similar. I use Kfir or any other friend or a wall, and I'm bringing the knee in round movement. You see? Round movement. Round movement. I can use low angle and I can use high angle. But basically, it's all the same. I just bring it round movement. And another drill is just bringing your knees up here, because this will work on the altitude as high as you want to bring the knee before you rotate your body into the knee strike. Basic drills, very basic and simple movement to do. Kfir was nice and asked me to remind you, when you use knee strikes, pay attention that you actually open yourself, especially with a round knee strike. You open yourself here, the internal area. So be careful, pay attention to the timing of this strike, and as always, when you strike, you open yourself, be careful with it. Learn how to defend yourself while you are striking.